Sister Hong, China's Insane Catfish by Rebal D. Rebal D. I have no idea what this is about. Apparently, Chinese catfishes. What is this? Is it going to be a man, actually? Let's go.
You remember when I used to tease you about being single?
What?
Tease. I used to tase you about it. Chase you. And you run. Stop.
Leave my boy alone. Bro got already beat by speed and couldn't accept it.
Stop it. You can stop running now. Take a breath. Mint, take a breath, Mint, please. Thank you. I've been teasing you all these years. I understand now, okay? You're single because you have standards. Very high standards.
A life. Optional. Woman. Optional. Those are the standards nowadays.
Might I add, you wouldn't take a bag of chips for some sex. You wouldn't take a half-used bottle of peanut oil. This one wouldn't even, you wouldn't barter a humidifier for a hug? No? A bag of trail mix maybe for a touch? Not even a little spooning for a toaster?
What's he doing? He is pointing out things that come from the Chinese TikToker.
Oh, this is why. Well, that, the toaster and the chip. For a toaster. Oh, this is why.
What the heck? That looks like a wrinkly Chinese potato. It looks like... Wasn't there a kid in Scary Movie, 3 or 4? I think 3? That had exactly that skin color?
Well, that, the toaster and the chips, is exactly how hundreds of Chinese men had paid for what they thought was a discreet, steamy, intimate, romantic encounter with what...
That catfished somebody? That catfished somebody? That catfished somebody? How?
Looks like the colossal version of Edna Mode. The bill? A grocery list. What a deal. A bargain, really. Until it came with a leaked video of you mid-embrace. Oh! Spiraling through social media. Decimating your reputation. Like a B-roll clip from TMZ. Hundreds and hundreds of leaked videos filmed without their consent. 1,691 men, best.
1,691 men being filmed. Ain't no way, this can't be good.
Couldn't fit 20 men in that room. This room. You don't want to fit 20 men in your room. Anyway, that's a town. That's a village. 250 men, according to police, were filmed. Result, total carnage. They destroyed relationships, social death, and criminal charges.
Were they fucking? Were they doing that? Ain't no way, brother.
And the TikTok tier lists debating which victim was their favorite. I don't know, I didn't really like him in clip 83. Yeah, I agree. I think he did so much better when he came. Yeah, the first 36. Bestie, this shit shook society so hard. There are university papers on
the rise and fall of Sister Hong, revolutionary femininity revisited. They are publishing papers about this. It's so Jover.
This on ResearchGate. There are studies about this. This isn't a Black Mirror episode. This is Sister Hong. This is the face that convinced all the guys. The new bombshell.
There is no way that convinced guys. Like straight dudes, at least. There's no way. There is no way that's a thing. This can't be. This is bait. This got to be bait.
The villa. This is it. This is the bomb. Y'all down bad for real. Y'all down bad. It's like a face-painted Dora the Explorer. His name is Zhao. He's a man who put on a wig, a skirt, and edited his voice. And that.
This can't be. go specifically for people that wear glasses and ask them to take off the glasses? This can't be. This cannot be.
That was enough. That was visually enough, at least for 1,691 men. Combined with the emotionally nurturing sort of role he played, where he offered warmth, affection, and his home. The men thought they were entering a weird but harmless barter. Bring a rice cooker, get intimacy. What they didn't realize that was...
Bring a rice cooker, get intimacy. They were... Bro. Nah. Thank you, dear. But I will probably put that... I will put that for the weekend. I don't want to overdo it with those videos. I still have plenty I'm going to upload. I have like 3 more already. That'd be way too much. Back. Welcome back, Eliza. For a second, I thought it was just a woman without makeup because of the lighting. I can clearly tell that that was not a woman. ELMOs, did you felt like it was too much spoken? Not really.
That the real transaction was not intimacy for snacks. Yeah. It was their bodies for content. Because Mr. Hong was not trading affection, okay? They were building an inventory, compiling hundreds and...
Okay. They did not smash. Thank goodness.
Hundreds of videos.
But they were intending to. They were intending to, which does not make it fun.
Every encounter was secretly recorded on the phone propped up behind his dirty sink. Please get that polished, by the way. Recorded and turned into viral, sellable media, all without their knowledge. Viewers of the content were then allegedly charged 150 yuan, which is about $20. For front row seats at somebody's humiliation. And of course, once this went public.
Bro sold it like it's a fucking movie. Bro sold it like it's a heckin' movie.
What do you think was going to happen? Of course, it exploded. TikToks of victims all over the place. You have definitely seen these videos on your For You page. Don't tell me you have not. The little skirt, everything.
No, I've not. No, I have not. The original femboy. No, we just have to make sure that he's not a Nazi. Well, he is in China, so he's probably a communist. This is the communist femboy. This is the greatest villain of the Nazi femboy.
It's all over every social media at this point. TikTok of a girl crying over finding her boyfriend among the guys that visited Sister Hong. They're just crying to each other. I don't know why we're seeing this online, by the way, but okay. Dude gagging at Sister Hong's breath. Have a breath mint. A fitness influencer who visited her.
These are just ordinary Chinese dudes pulling up there. This is just ordinary Chinese dudes pulling up there to a false woman.
Like 3 times, by the way. He got doxxed so bad, he begged people to stop, and he had to leave the city. And others ranking victims like it's Love Island. Oh, a new leak! A new bombshell enters the villa! You know? People picking favorite victims, bestie. Sister Hong sleep, Sister Hong serve. No, he didn't. Zhao filmed people without their consent and spit out their bodily fluids like a mukbang channel.
They kissed. They kissed.
The only thing Zhao served is a prison sentence, which he did, by the way. So let's talk justice. We all agree.
So he did get into prison. Good. Also, yes, dear, we blame you. You ruined the mood.
Then what Sister Hong did was wrong, right? We know it's a crime. What they did was they filmed people without their consent and leaked those videos for their own personal profit. Still, there's an interesting take online. A sentiment.
I mean, you could consider it in a way a W, considering that at least got some cheaters out there. And some guys where I'm questioning if they're straight. They probably aren't, looking at what happened here.
That's calling Sister Hong a vigilante, a hero of some sorts. Good on you for exposing the cheaters. And there is a certain poetic vengeance to it, right? Like you have to admit there is a certain poetic vengeance to it. You walk into a place knowing you're committing a wrong. You're cheating on the partners that you have at home.
But what if they're not a cheater? You also have to consider this. The good with the bad. That's crazy. Sorry, what the fuck is this? Basically a Chinese catfisher catfishing dudes. What lack of pussy does to a motherfucker. Yep. It's also bad.
Them have kids, by the way. It's like karma. Divine justice. Almost. I say almost because it's not really justice. It's more revenge. And this revenge was coming from Sister Hong on behalf of these partners. So it's really interesting to think, like, if it's justice or not. Let's explore the thought. I think in our heads, those cheating victims are not victims at all, right? They deserved what they got. They were going into something knowing that they were doing wrong. A moral violation, which is cheating. And
yeah, obviously, I hate cheaters. I can't say what I would do to cheaters, but you get the idea. Here's the thing. The question is, were there victims in there that were not cheaters? That's the question. Or did he specifically just pick people that have partners? Well, then it is perfect vigilante justice. Divine justice.
Justify, in our heads again, Sister Hong's leaked videos to those specific individuals who were cheating because we see the legal violation as a response to their moral violation. Hurt me, I'll hurt you more. That's revenge, right? That's not justice. So to think in terms of justice, I think we have to separate the acts. Treat each violation separately. The cheating violation deserves its justice, and crime Sister Hong committed also deserves its own justice, right? And the online conversation is always lumping these people together. Everybody in the videos, 250 men. Some of these men were cheaters, yes. Some of them were not. Some of them were students. Some of them were just single, desperate guys. But they were all filmed without their consent, and that is the crime, which they are all victims.
Well, for the cheaters, I don't really care. For the students, for everyone else, it makes sense that Sister, in quotation marks, Sister Hong, needs to go to jail.
Victims of equally perpetrated by Sister Hong. And that's the line. 250 victims. 250 is not just a statistic. It's not just a number. Okay, these are real human beings, each with their own life. Each case is different, and each deserves understanding before we cast our judgment, right? The conversation is not whether you think paying for intimacy is immoral or not. It's irrelevant. We're talking about a situation where two individuals were engaged in what one thought was a consensual interaction, only to be deceived twice. Once by the catfish, and second by the camera. One single guy, okay, just so you get like the level of humiliation I'm talking about here, was discovered in the inventory.
I mean, everyone else human. The cheater is not cheaters are not particularly human. Cheaters are not people. She had none or something. Why is she Sister Hong? I do not know. But it's actually also he. And I don't know how he managed to trick those men with that face. I don't know how he did it. I don't know.
By his own mother.
Chinese men must be dying out there with the lack of intimacy. That's crazy. There's a tomboy catfish named Sister Hong that assumes there's an actual tomboy looking for a partner named Brother Kong. That's crazy. Cheating is literally sin. I feel like people forget that. Yeah, people forget that. I know people forget that it's a dude. Yeah. Well, it's very clear that it's a dude. Otherwise, you couldn't catfish somebody, right? Well, of course you could catfish, right? Thin woman and then fat chick, or fat thin dude and actually fat dude.
While she was just scrolling through social media, she was like, that's the kind of social death and humiliation we're talking about. Social death in the context of that society where that's absolutely not okay, unacceptable. And please, the sight of this poor girl finding her fiance on that list is gut-wrenching.
That is insane. That is in-fucking-sane. Imagine, well, I actually know how that feels. Never mind. I know how that feels when your fiance cheats. I know how that feels actually. I wasn't here at the start of the video, so I missed a lot of context. Here's the context. Chinese man dresses up as woman to catfish dudes. And films it without the consent. And then publishes it like it's a kind of movie.
What is this whole thing? What is this? See, y'all disgust. This is me saying I don't catch. I'm not judging you, but what the f are you on? That's disgust. Does it excuse exploitation with a leaked tape? In the lens of revenge, it does. But in the lens of justice, it does not. Justice only works if you can hold multiple truths at once. You're thinking it. How did so many
Sister Hong cousin catfish?
guys fall for this? No, that thought is in your head. The loudest question in your mind right now. And the viral quote from one of the men answers it very nice and clear. Since I'm already here, I might as well finish, he said.
Gay femboy making non-con films. Cool. Well, apparently he doesn't also like kissing dudes because he spits it out. Like he spits when they kiss him. So well. Oh, I thought you weren't going to do this until Sunday, but it's a big stream today, and I can do what I want.
Okay, that's desperation. Some men said some very interesting stuff that raises a few questions. They said it wasn't the physical intimacy that drew them in close, but Sister Hong's kindness. I struggled to wrap my head around it, so I dug deep into society, and it got even more complicated. This is not the kind of thing we would...
So these guys go to this guy because probably because they didn't get, that they weren't treated well. Are you telling me this? Even then, just break up. Just break up. Just break up. Work on your problems in a relationship. What the fuck are we doing? Have you heard about women doing the same but with their profile pics as a guy? Yeah, I've also seen women trying to rizz up dudes as women trying to rizz up women as guys, and absolutely utterly failing. Really funny. We're gonna fit so Fendi turn British. What?
See in every society with Sister Hong and what happened. China is not liberal on the intimacy front. Okay. That combined with the fact that there are about 35 million more men than women in China. Apparently it has...
Oh. Oh. Well, you always have a few leftover dudes that get no play.
The world's most gender imbalanced population. The farthest skewed population on Earth. So there's a whole lot more men than women. There's 35 million more. And research suggests that many of these men would turn to the black market. Black market intimacy. And this imbalance has placed immense pressure on men to marry, which leads to...
Yay! That's terrible. Yeah, because they kill all the baby girls. True, true, true. Well, and now also the only one child policy has backfired too. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I bet I could pose as a guy successfully. Yes. Maybe. But the average woman doesn't understand what a woman wants, so there's that.
A phenomenon that has a name in Chinese, Changnan. Leftover men. You're just one of them. You're gonna be one of them, the lonely, the 35 million that won't be able to have a partner within China. And Sister Hong's business plan. Genius. No money, no charges, just gifts.
Am I going to China? I think I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. Kind of situation here. That because family want them to get married, so one they don't like, to one they don't like. Well, It is what it is.
Toaster will do. Can't do a toaster. A bag of chips. Literal articles on loneliness in China. Loneliness not in the same way we think of like male loneliness epidemic. No, it's not the same. It's not where there are options but you don't pursue them. It's there are no options. You have to go look abroad, I guess. And if you
there are not many options here too. I'm sorry. There are not that many. There are not many options here too. I disagree with that take. And the options that are there, the options don't want you. Women have options, men do not. Hold on, did you just quote that blue blob thing? Yes, I did, from Monsters. Monsters vs. Aliens, was it called, I think. Go to sleep now, Father. Good night, everyone. Good night, dear. Have a good rest.
can't go look abroad, then you're the involuntary loneliness of being a man. There's literal articles, guys. So they crack. Yes, even the attractive ones. A lot of people were asking, how do these dudes not... Yeah. So while the thought of going to somebody's place, being so unattracted to them and thinking, well, I'm already here, I might as well, is very off-putting to you, which is understandable. It's off-putting to me, okay? But it's important to understand why there are so many, hundreds of examples of this. Some cheaters risking their partners, others innocent. Justice is knowing the difference. Cheating is wrong. Non-consensual filming is also wrong. Both are true. Sister Hong is not a hero, okay? And the villain?
I mean... he's not a hero, considering that there were innocent men involved too, right? Not just cheaters. If you were just going for cheaters, I could let it slide. It's like a PDF hunter killing a PDF. Yes, murder is wrong, but it's a PDF, so I don't care.
We're the villain. All of us. We're all the villain. These videos, the leaked videos, nobody reported them. Everybody watched them. The platforms did nothing. Is that your leaked corn? Everybody come look! Everybody! This is what happened. This is why in this video you're not going to see any of their faces. Okay. Unfortunately, the only face you get to see is this bombshell. That face with the tan line. Watching those leaked videos, I think, is part of the issue, right? Like, we're watching somebody's trauma. We are propelling it. We're not just viewers, we're the engines to this disaster. The best thing to do is not to watch any leaked content. Don't share revenge corn. Respect people's privacy, bro.
Well, the male T app turned into revenge corn. And the female T app turned into, lies and slander. And I think a guy got stabbed.
Respect people's privacy. Sister Hong's funny because it's ridiculous, okay? But the more you look into it, the less funny it gets. Because right now there's literally an open investigation on whether he had posed a public health risk. It's serious stuff. If he is found to have purposely transmitted infections to these people he had filmed without their consent.
Sister Hong scandal. After explicit video of over 1,000 men get leaked, China's Red Uncle's victims test positive for STDs. Oh. Oh. Oh, I understand. Oh, no. Well, that's terrible. Okay, but the ones already in a relationship aren't victims of the loneliness, so they don't need to be there. True.
The punishment is severe. It's not just a scandal, best. This is a warning. Don't put your health into somebody else's hands. Y'all protect yourselves, okay? Don't bring cooking oil to a stranger's apartment. But I want to open the conversation to you. I'll hand you the mic. Do you think Sister Hong is a hero, a vigilante, a just...
No. 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 No, he's not. Consider this. There were people in there. There were guys in there that were not in relationships. Therefore, he hurt innocent. You're not a hero if you hurt innocent people. So no. So the cheaters, only the cheaters that really deserved it, technically. So no, he's not a hero. I think this was not out of revenge. I think this was mostly really just out of Because if he did, he would have only posted the videos, right, of the cheaters. But what he really did, he posted everyone. So I think it was just out of his own desire. I know the guys cheating might have caught it and given to their girlfriends. Yep, that might have happened.
Just warrior for the cheated on? Or do you see a predator? Someone who weaponized deception and turned people's private moments into their own profit. Also, do you think these men were victims? If yes, would you feel differently if one of them was maybe your partner? I'm asking you these questions because I feel like these moral questions are what shape the way we understand justice.
And he wasn't even hurting for the cheaters. Probably, bro was just an asshole. Probably. Just for his own benefit. That was really it. If one of those were my own partner, it was the reverse. It was a woman catfishing as a man. What do I know? Then my partner would be the asshole, not the people that were innocently involved.
I believe there's a difference between revenge and justice. You know, all wronged parties deserve justice for the actions that they were wronged by. And just because revenge feels right doesn't mean it is right. Justice is about accountability, and revenge is about anger and relief and ego. Interesting rant that has nothing to shut up. This scandal may feel distant to you, may seem absurd, okay? But it does reveal a few things.
I mean, it is kind of absurd. It is kind of absurd how they fell for it. Like, this does not look like your standard woman.
It tells us about the way we view shame, consent, and the way we treat each other online. Okay? And that is, despite the scandal feeling distant to you, that is terrifyingly close to you. Okay? Whoa! Good talk. What the fuck is this video even about? It's about Sister Hong, bro. Sister Hong. Why does this keep happening every time I say Sister Hong? Did you notice? Every single time I said Sister Hong in this video, this happened.
The feeders will be happy about this.
Sister Hong.
Yeah, I think I'm good. That was interesting. I didn't know that. I for real did not know that. That's crazy. First of all, the cheaters deserved it. Everyone else didn't. The guy's still a selfish piece of shit. I don't know how they fell for it. This looks like one of this. If anything, he looks like a creepy nurse from some horror film, or that one kid from what was it? That one, I think that one Japanese or Chinese kid from Scary Movie 3 or 4. I don't know which one it was. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.